Honestly, I have really had a tough time with this topic of perseverance and self-defense. Maybe because it's pretty simple, at least to me. Perseverance means to be long-suffering, to last, to have endurance. So, from a physical standpoint, you have to have enough physical endurance to survive an encounter. Not just the being able to take the lumps and the bruises and the pain, but you have to be healthy enough so that your heart can handle the shock of it. You ever been scared and your heart, you jump and then your heart starts running, running, running? You got to be in enough shape. And it doesn't mean you got to be a marathon runner, but you got to be in enough shape so that you can handle a sudden jolt or fright or a tense situation and not die just because you had a heart attack from the excitement of the thing and not from any physical things that happened during the situation itself. So perseverance, being tough enough physically, and not just from an aggressive standpoint, but just having the stamina so that you can survive an encounter, so that you can protect yourself, and so that if you need to run, you can run away fast enough. I think some people may think that having perseverance means, I'm going to stand strong and I won't back down. Like in that song, I won't back down. Well, sometimes you're going to have to back down if charging forward means that you may not survive. But just to keep a level head, and I can't remember where I read this, but I found it to be true. If it's hard for you to breathe because your endurance is so bad that you're out of breath, it's hard for you to think. So training in the martial arts, especially Taekwondo, that taxes your endurance, and Judo too. It doesn't just necessarily make you a brawler, but it also makes you a thinker. Your training should be helping you so that if you're in a bad situation where you need to rely on your brains instead of your brawn, you can be calm enough and have enough calm mental capacity, be able to slow your breathing down, take in some deep breaths, focus, so that you can think of the right things to say and do and to be able to respond appropriately. So persevere, my friends. You won't always have that superior position that you want. But if you have superior perseverance, if it's time to fight, you'll know the fight. If it's time for you to definitely not to fight, you'll know not to fight. And if it's time for you to not fight, but be able to keep the person that's trying to fight you from being able to hurt you, you'll have the physical ability, but sometimes it's even just a mental ability to be able to handle those type of situations too. So I think after a while, we're all going to have to find out what perseverance means to us. Sometimes perseverance is just surviving a bad situation and coming out of it alive. And sometimes the victory, the true way of the warrior, is for you to survive and for you to come home. So don't always think about winning. If you have true perseverance, you know which battles are worth fighting, and you know what true victory is. And for me, victory is being able to be there for the people that I love as long as God will allow.